Hey, Thabreakmasta here. This is gonna be my Arcana Famiglia episode 2 review. It was a decent episode. I don't want to say it was a good episode. It was just kind of more introduction to the characters and the personalities and the cards. Now I'm not even gonna begin to name the cards and whatnot because I don't really know. It's just cards. Yep, the cards have their powers on it, and there's different sections of the cards, and so it'll decide what you'll be doing within the family, basically. Like there's a card for like detective stuff or for swords, be a swordsman person, and so that's what the main character let me see what's her name, Felicita is doing, because she's the main character of the show, and so Felicita need to figure out what she's gonna be, a card she's gonna be to be in like a little spot area for everyone else, and so she ends up getting the card because she ends up beating this guy that was part of the sword and stuff like that, so she has some sword thingy, but like I said, it's just that's how the whole card system works. It's really interesting. Like I said, watch the episode to really understand more about it, because like I said, a lot of stuff I'm not going to review all that or say all that. So basically, she ends up winning that battle. She ends up going into her office and everything, and she has a bunch of paperwork to do, and the other people that are within that same branch that she's in, they're all out observing the streets and whatnot, see if anything's going on. And so as she was just standing there, we end up seeing Liberta come. Liberta ends up seeing Nova run by, and Liberto's like, hey, let's go see Nova, see what he's doing. And so Nova, he was looking around, and apparently Nova was looking for a cat, because, and the reason he didn't want to say this at first, actually. He didn't want to tell them that he was looking for a cat for some reason. But Felicita, her power keeps just randomly happening, so she ends up seeing within his heart that he found a cat, and he saved this cat, and he looked for this cat and trying to take it home somewhere, or just put it back to where it was. And so she's like, you looking for a white cat? And he's like, well, I'm looking for a white cat. And so Liberta, Nova, and Felicita all start looking for the cat. And so a lot of random dumb stuff was going on, trying to catch this cat. And Nova and Liberta ends up hitting their heads together because they jump. That stupid thing that happens. Someone moves and bam, they hit the heads. So that's what happens. We see some of the characters trying to help get the cat. This one guy, I can't remember his name. He's the one that's always on the carriage with her, and he's always with her and everything like that. He ends up, no, I think it's Luca. Yeah, Luca was trying to catch the cat going up the tree, and apparently I think he's afraid of heights. And so he was trying to get the cat, but the cat just got down. He stayed up there the whole time. And so we end up seeing some more help. They're trying to ask more people once they got the cat where this cat belongs to, because they can't figure out where this cat belongs to. And so they're trying to figure out where who has this cat, because it's not, they were thinking about adopting it, but they couldn't adopt it because, like I said, it was already someone already owned that cat, and so they're looking for it. And all they had to leave was it smelled like flowers, and they had an expensive collar on, and so they had to go with that. And they kept asking other people within the show of main characters, and so they ended up going into Debito, because Debito ended up knowing about perfume, and so they needed to figure out what was the perfume and who uses this kind of perfume and on a cat nonetheless. And so they ended up going to him. And he's like, well, I can't really help you out, because with those two little clues, that's not enough for me to, help you out. And I don't like disappointing girls, but I'm sorry, I can't do anything. And so then she ends up looking at the cat, Felicita, and she ends up seeing in the cat's heart the owner's face, basically. She figured, or at least some of the face, and her hair color, and her hair color is blonde. And so that gave Debito enough information to find out who this person was. He's like, well, I can't, now I'm not going to disappoint you, because I don't want to disappoint this girl. And so basically they find the owner. The owner rewards Felicita with a nice little dress, and she gets to have that dress now. And basically that's how it goes down with the cat. The cat's saved now. And yeah, that blonde chick was kind of, bam, I'll say that right there. But yeah, so they ended up leaving, and they ended up talking about the tournament again. And Nova was kind of like mad for the fact that Felicita ended up looking into his heart without permission, because she can't control her powers though, so I can't really get too mad at her. And Nova's like, you need to learn how to control your powers. And once you learn how to control your powers, you can be a better fighter and blah blah blah. Because for this tournament, you need to win and everything. And so he was just trying to be nice, but in a mean way, because he's just not really much of a happy person. And Liberta and Nova go back and forth in this episode, by the way, too, and they actually agreeing with each other, but at the same time not agreeing with each other. They bash a lot in this episode. And yeah, so Liberta actually agrees with Nova that you need to get your powers under control and learn them, and in due time you'll get stronger and stuff, And not Liberta, but Felicita's like, yeah, you should do the same thing too. You don't really know your powers, so once you learn your powers, you'll be a much stronger warrior too. And yeah, and so Liberta just stands there. Felicita leaves, and Liberta's thinking, I can't do that. You know, it's not possible, or something like that. And I'm curious why. What is his power exactly? I think it's something very devastating or something. I don't know. But basically, that was the end of the well. At the end of the episode, we ended up seeing Luca on the tree, just hanging there, and so he was just still there the whole time after all that was going on. Like, someone help me! Like, this is stupid. How the heck? Like, why you even go up there then? I mean, I know you didn't want Felicity to go up there, but god dang, I mean. So yeah, that was the end of the episode. I like the ending song. I really like it. But yeah, so that's the whole episode. Like I said, it's just an average episode. It's not nothing super great. You know, that didn't really push the story up ahead like really much. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't. It was a good episode, but it wasn't like, oh wow, this is amazing. You know, it was yeah. So you know, what are your guys' thoughts on this episode? Leave your comments below. Tell me what you think. Like if you like this review, and subscribe to my channel for some more Arcana Famiglia reviews. So yeah, it's been the Thabreakmasta, and until then, break out.